We're fishing here at Prineville Reservoir. We've had one something or other happen so far today, but no real bites. So I don't know if we're going to catch anything today or not. But we figured we'd come here, live stream, and then if we have to go find fish, we will. But for right now, I don't have my ultralights. Um, I left all my ultralight stuff on my wife's vehicle when I took it out fishing on whatever day that was. I went to Haystack, which was what New Year's Day, so on Wednesday. So I don't have my ultralights. I'm making do with what I got. I don't have hardly any of my trout fishing gear with me today. So basically what we're doing is we're just trying to make things do. We got a couple new lures we're trying today, made by Z-Man. They're these little, I don't know what you call these things. They're the Z-Man Finesse series, Baby Baller Z. So whatever that means. So I don't know if we'll catch anything. We're gonna try for a little bit. The wind's just now picked up. Getting a little chillier out here, but you know, I don't think the wind's supposed to be too bad today. I don't think. I could be mistaken though. But who knows? Well, basically what we're doing is over on this side we got a flat, a shallow flat. Over this way. And basically what we're doing is we're casting into the deep stuff and letting it float to the shallow flats. Basically what we're doing here. So we got two float rigs, one with worm and one with the Z-Man Finesse Baby Baller Z. So that's what we're doing. What up? It's a fishing lure. Basically what it is, it's a but yeah, I don't know. We might catch something, we might not. The much smaller float is much harder to see. Basically, with this other rod, I got too much weight on it for the float, not for the float, but for it. And basically, what happens when I cast, it adjusts my depth for me. How's it going? I need techniques, huh? Well, I don't know. I mean, we're doing pretty good for ourselves for not catching anything so far. Oh, not a lot. Just trying to catch our first Prineville Reservoir trout of the year. We've so far we've done pretty good this year. Our last trip out, we got two of them over 20, three of them over 20. We landed. Me and Andrew. Sorry if the phone's moving a little too much. I don't have my tripod today. It's still in the wife's car from when we had the snow and stuff, and I was using the Subaru, my wife's Subaru. So yeah, I am using a moving bait. So I that's normal for me to use a moving bait. So I am using something that's moving. I'm doing it on a float rig, basically what I'm doing. And what it does is it slows down my presentation unless the wind's going 25 miles an hour, and then it don't slow down at all. Then that's when I take it off and I just kind of do all the motions and stuff by myself. So, but yeah, that's what we're doing. Is we are trying to make do without our normal finesse gear for trout. Well, we're gonna try. We're gonna try and get a fish for you guys here on a live stream. And after the live stream, we're gonna probably move to a different part of the reservoir which has no service. So that's why I chose to come here this morning, so that I could. Oh, cool. So basically, what I'm doing is just fishing here so I can live stream for you guys a little bit today, because it's Saturday and I want to live stream and, you know, also make a video. So right now we're just kind of live streaming here for now. Basically, what I may end up doing is taking a smaller weight and putting it on that other rig. Now that the wind's picked up, it's starting to get a little chilly. It wasn't bad at all earlier. Now it's just like, wind's picked up and definitely starting to get a little chillier for sure. So, yep, Z-Man baits for sure. Okay. Whew, throw this one back out there. Hopefully we're going to get bit during the live stream. We've already had one thing happen. It really wasn't a bite, but it was definitely something from a fish. What it done was it come up and said hello to my float and didn't hit the bait that I'm using. So yeah, I'm just I don't know if they like crack or not, man. But anywho, we're just gonna give it a good try and see if we can't get a fish for you guys during the live stream, and hopefully you guys won't be too bored out of your mind. Yes, Z-Man, using Z-Man. Yeah, joke for worm strings. Yeah, I know. LOL, I know. But yeah, I don't have my tripod. I don't have my normal trout fishing gear today. Advice Papa Bear, huh? I don't know about no Papa Bear, but I'm just G-Man, you know. What's your question? You can ask me questions if you want. Just as long as they're not anything obscene. So, wind started to pick up. Starting to get a little cold. I might have to get another coat. But yeah, it's a good place for it. As you can tell, there's a lot of ice on the reservoir today. A lot of ice. Yeah, like I said, all my stuff is on my wife's car. All my stuff is on my wife's car. So basically, I'm limited to what I've got because I left everything. All my ultralight stuff and everything is on the wife's car. So it's pretty limited to what I've got today. I mean, I've got some things, but not enough things, in my opinion. My casting gear and everything. Everything. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go fish off the dam later. This is just where I came because I knew I could get service to live stream for you guys. Well, what kind of advice you looking for your 20s? I mean, for fishing, because I mean I got a lot of advice. Don't mean that it's good advice. I mean, 20s is a good 20s is a good time for learning and experimenting. You know, I mean, those are the years where you do everything that you regret doing in your 30s and 40s and 50s. So, I mean, that's a wide spectrum on what you're asking me, you know. But the best advice I can give you is to not get into trouble And if you do get into trouble, make sure that you're not going to get thrown into prison for it. Because that prison time probably wouldn't be fun for you. Of course, I don't know. I mean, some people might like that kind of lifestyle. But as far as fishing goes, you know, experiment, always try different things. Because fishing is an experimentation. It's a very big experimentation of trying a bunch of different things and finding out what works. One thing might work one day and then you won't get another bite on it the rest of the year. But then you find something that gets a bit regularly, like I've done. And so, you know, you tend to want to throw those a lot. But I tend to this time forget all common sense on grabbing all my stuff for fishing today. So I'm limited on what I'm doing. And so, yeah, fishing is just an experiment that is good for you. It's an experiment that will take you as far as you want to go. So, by saying it'll take you as far as you want to go is it really will. And there are people making tons of money fishing these days. And they're doing it on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. There's just so many things, you know, as far as advice goes, and really what you're looking for. Boy, that ice is moving. Looks like it's moving with that wind a little more. But I don't know. I mean, hey Josh, what's up? Well, my my thing about the other social media things is you know, I only post fishing stuff on them. I don't get wrapped up into all the other stuff. Now, if like my kids or if my kids post something on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, I'll go ahead and take the time to see what they have to say, because I don't always agree with what's put out on social media. But and like with my kids, I want to believe that they're putting out stuff that is, you know, negative. So I try to check out what they're posting once in a while. No, I'm not catching anything so far. I've had one fish come up and look at my float and go back and leave me alone. So it's been pretty slow, but the wind's picked up and it's gotten chilly since the wind's picked up. But, you know, some days that's fishing for you. What does to live really mean? Well, in my opinion, to live is to enjoy his life as much as possible, and to share with friends and family your life. You know, I mean, living is what you make of it. I mean, you can make it a bad life, you can make it a good life. So if you're looking for that kind of advice, just live your life, to the fullest by, sharing it with people you love and care about, as well as also, trying to make that proper living for yourself and your family and whatever that may be. Because, you can live your life without anything and still have a really good, happy life. I mean, there's plenty of people who do that. It just so happens that my life consists of fishing and spending time with family and enjoying sharing my adventures with you guys. That's what living to me is. It truly does. It truly is that to me. So, like I said, to eat, everybody's gonna be something different. Your true meaning of life might be hunting all the time, or going to the movies, or because I know people who all they do is watch movies or watch movies, or they play music, or so it really is that. Yeah, you can do that too. Take each day as it comes, for sure, for sure. What up? Yeah, living's not doing what the government tells you, that's for sure. Although, if you don't do some of the stuff the government tells you to do, you'll get into trouble, that's for sure. So, but I mean, there's a lot of good things in this world. A lot of good things in this world. Not everything is bad. But in the same aspect, not everything's good. I mean, this is a conversation that a lot of people could get involved with, as far as that's concerned, asking that kind of a question. I mean, I'm sure we could have a really good conversation with that question. But I don't really have the answer for other people. I just have the answer for myself. And what makes life good for me is exactly what I'm doing, fishing and sharing my days with people. Family, friends, loved ones. That's what makes me happy. See, I got that cool looking orange Z-Man baby baller Z thing going on there, trying to catch a trout on it. It looks more like something I would use for crappie fishing, but wrong time of year for crappie. So I mean, I could catch a crappie this year, but I don't know if I will. So. Morning, David. Yeah, State Park side for now, so I can live stream. I can't live stream from the dam, or else I would have went to the dam for the live stream. But you see a crocodile move back? I don't think so. It's frozen out here. Too cold for a crocodile. I mean, I don't know if we'll catch anything, but we'll see what happens, y'all. You want? Well, like I said, everybody's going to mean something different. You know, it truly is. The meaning of life is different for everybody. I mean, some people, you know, the meaning of life is going to be having kids, you know, having a good job, making a living for people, you know, making people smile, laugh. Some people, you know, the meaning of life is going to be healing, you know. It's like I said, I mean, it's going to be different for probably most people. Yeah, Prineville, Oregon. We're in Prineville, Oregon. Yep. Well, Prineville Reservoir, which is outside of Prineville, Oregon, but it's still called Prineville Reservoir. Wow, that's doubling. That stinks when they double up the price of parking for sure. What's on the hooks? I got a baby Z-Man baller, that there, for one, and then the other one I got a worm on underneath the float. Both of them are underneath the float. But yeah, to me, this is what life is, you know, doing what I love, which is fishing, sharing my days with you all. You know, that makes me happy to do things like this. Not everybody wants to share their day with people. And trust me, I only get limited time to share my day with people, but, you know, the time I get to share with people, like live streaming and making videos and content for you guys, that's awesome to me. That's really awesome to me. So ice crystals maybe on those worms, yeah. It is cold for sure. It is definitely cold. It didn't start out cold though. I mean, it was frozen this morning, but it didn't really feel that cold until after the wind started picking up. After the wind started picking up, that's when it started feeling cold. Excuse me. Like I said earlier, though, my regular fishing stuff for trout fishing and ultralights are in the car, in my wife's car. Because on Wednesday when I went, well, no, that wasn't a fish. That was just ice probably, because my line's on the ice. I got excited there because my rod tip started twitching. And I looked up and it was just ice moving my line. So, darn it. That's the way it goes sometimes. Let's reel that in and throw it back out there, I guess. Hey, we caught a chunk of ice. Oh, it came off. Never mind. That's fun. That's really fun. Yeah, it sure is icy. For this time of day, it is definitely icy. Thanks, man. I'll try to get a fish. I don't know if it's going to work out, though. I seem to have lost one of my. Oh, finally found it. It's right there. But, I appreciate you guys joining me, even if we're not doing the greatest on catching fish. And we're having good conversation, though. In my opinion, we're having good conversation. Meaning of life. I mean, who doesn't want to know the meaning of life before they get out of their 20s and start to have to really live life for the government, all that other good stuff? Fishing gold. I have tried that a few times. I have tried that a few times. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. It is a fishy day, even though there's ice on the reservoir and we're looking for open waters, some areas. It's definitely a fishy day. Now that the winds died down again, it's actually not so cold anymore again. It's like when the um, wind picks up, it gets too cold. Um, and then when it gets not windy, it's manageable to be out here. So, like, comment, subscribe, or dislike if you don't like this kind of content. We like to know if you don't like it, that we can try and fix whatever it is you guys don't like about this content. The reason why we're fishing here instead of off the dam is because the dam, we don't have service. Here, at least, we can live stream and conversate and fish with you guys for a little bit today. So after the live stream, I'll probably go fish off the dam and do some recording over there. Because I like fishing off the dam just as much as fishing over here. The only difference is if I go to the dam, I can't live stream because there's no service. So here we are. Like I said earlier, I don't have all my normal fishing gear for trout fishing. It's still in the wife's car from Wednesday when I went fishing because we had snow and stuff. So I took the Subaru out fishing. So here we are, limited to what we've got to use today. I knew I should have just left some of that bait in the back, or some of the power bait and stuff that was just sitting in the back of the car. Nope, I had to put it in with the rest of the fishing gear when I went fishing on Thursday. So it is a beautiful day, frosty, cold, a little bit of snow on the ground this morning. Most of it's kind of went away, but there's still some you can see. It kind of looks just like frost, but it was snow for sure. So there's the pier, the fishing pier, and that's all the other part of the reservoir. It goes way over there and way over there. I don't have my tripod to hold my my camera today, so I'm not fishing the way I normally would be fishing, which is casting and reeling. And of course, I don't have my go-to um, Ned rig. Anyways, I got the hooks, but not the Ned rigs, so that makes it a little harder to catch a fish off of a Ned rig, which I've caught a lot of fish off a Ned rig. So. Actually, the river is only my preferred fishing spot when the steelhead are in the river. Um, the steelhead are still in the river right now, but they're getting ready to, after they finish spawning, they're going to go back to the ocean and get bigger. But right now, it's closed, the river is, so here we are fishing the reservoirs. I could go to the Crooked River, and I might stop off there for a little bit today. Who knows? But I can't live stream from there because the service. Uh, I don't know that there's a camp by the dam of Prineville Reservoir. I know they got a state park there, but it says no overnight camping or sleeping in your car over there. But the camping here on the state park side, yeah, not by the dam. Yeah, they got the camping that's open all year. But by the dam, I don't think they even have a campground up there. And if they do, they're hiding it pretty good. So, looks like the wind's changed a little bit and things are starting to move back to the left, which is good. Because I like it when the lines go left to right or right to left. So, I don't know how long we're live stream. If you get tired of me catching a whole lot of nothing, you guys can just tell me to get off here. Don't like the answer, but well, at least you're honest about it. That's what I like. I like honesty, you know. It's always a good thing. But yeah, the camping definitely here at the state park is open year round. But as far as the dam side, I like I said, I don't know that there's a campsite over there on the dam. Oh, if you're meaning by the Crooked River below the dam, yeah, those campsites I believe are open year round. So I guess our campsite's on the Crooked River down below. Got the gray skies. Yep, something's happening over there by my float, but I don't get it. They keep coming up and hitting my float, but they're not hitting my worm that I'm throwing underneath my float. Makes no sense to me. Really makes no sense at all. That's the second time I've had a fish come up, hit my float, and not my worm. I just don't get it. Something about that float they like, but they don't like the bait. I'd like to catch trout for you or something. this morning during a live stream. Yeah, right? Put a hook on the float for sure. Thing is they're swimming. They're not really hitting the float. They're just kind of coming up, swimming by it. Maybe hitting it a little bit. I'm not real sure exactly what they're doing to it. Well, have fun shopping, man. So I know there's at least 2 fish out there because I've seen them come up and check out my float twice this morning. I want them to check out my worm so I can catch a fish. Last time I was out at Ochoco's, I had one come up and check out my float and got wrapped up in my line, and I landed him, and he never got hooked. Yeah, definitely different depths help out. I've definitely been trying different depths for sure. It definitely can make a difference. Yeah, different water columns. Yeah. Um, Definitely trying different ones. And it just seems like nothing that I'm doing at this particular moment is working. Yeah, that's probably what it is. They just don't want to float in their territory. It'd be kind of cool though to catch another one without ever hooking it. Just gets wrapped up in the line, checking out the float. that one I did that to over at Ochoco Reservoir, Christmas Eve was when I fished there last. Um, that was kind of cool because it was an 18-inch trout that I did that to. It's kind of cool. First time I've ever seen that actually happen. I have seen other people do that where they lasso a trout instead of hooking a trout. So can't wait to start taking the kayak out of it again. For sure, that's always fun. Kayak fishing. I don't know if we'll catch a fish today or even get a legitimate bite today, but like I said, I would like to have my other fishing gear with me. I just don't have it with me. Kind of why I'm fishing the way I'm fishing instead of doing more active fishing. I'm not seeing a lot of activity on the surface either, though. I have seen a little bit of activity on the surface, but not a lot. Surface activity lets me know how active the fish really are. Because this time of year, no matter how cold it gets, it seems like if the trout are active, they'll be surfacing more. So, and I'm not seeing a whole lot of that. Oh, GoPro just died. That's okay. I'm on the phone right now, live streaming. So the GoPro can die because I'll catch everything on the live stream. Oh yeah, cool. Cool. You could get some steelhead stuff from Pacific Northwest Lure in Bend. I guess I don't know where that's at. Um, Never even heard of that place. I guess it's something I'll have to check out. I guess. I'm always into new companies and trying different things. That's how I ended up learning about using a micro net instead of a full size Ned rig for trout fishing and crappie fishing, stuff like that. Let's see what the worm looks like. Well, something did bite the worm because part of the worm is missing. So I don't know why they didn't just eat the worm and the hook. They just wanted a piece of it, I guess. Steelhead definitely are one of my favorite fish to catch, though. They're fun, a lot of fun. All right, let's try something different on here, on this particular one. I think I'll go with a gulp minnow. I may have to change hooks, but I'm willing to try gulp minnow on this particular hook for now. So, okay, yeah, gulp minnows. See, got the 1-inch gulp minnow, gulp alive. That's always a good bait to throw. I've had a lot of luck on that. So, we're gonna do this and set you guys down for the moment. Hey, it's snowing on me. Imagine that. It's snowing, y'all. Take that off. That hook might be too big for the gulp minnow. We might have to go with a different hook, which is fine. I don't mind going with a different hook. Oh yeah, yeah. I like using these gulp minnows. They do pretty good. Um, One of my favorites to throw for sure is a gulp minnow. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try it on this hook for now. And I've caught a lot of really nice fish on the gulp minnow, whether it's bass or it's trout. Um, it's one of those baits that it's a staple in my tackle box for sure. I've been throwing them for years and years and years. All right, that's what it's gonna look like. The finished product on the hook. Let's see, we're fishing an 8.5 foot rod and we're fishing about 7.5 feet deep. All right, let's see if a gulp minnow does any better. All right, all right. Snowing on us. That's a good thing, right? Irresistible. I agree with you. It definitely can be an irresistible thing for fish for sure. All right. Excuse me. That's just my breakfast talking to me. Y'all, are you guys enjoying yourselves? Are you guys enjoying the video or live stream? I hope so. It's not snowing too bad, but it's trying to snow anyways. I checked the forecast for today. Wasn't calling for snow. It's supposed to be rainy, though. I think when I go to Bowman, though, I'll make an adjustment on that float rig for the gulp minnow. I'm also thinking about bringing out the fly rod when I get over there, too. So, the fly rod would be ideal, maybe if the wind don't pick up too much. But for right now, I'm just kind of not doing a whole heck of a lot just because I gotta hold the rod or hold the phone. I mean, because I don't have my tripod today. So I think I don't know where we're going next time we go fishing yet, but who knows? We might go back to Haystack and fish there. The next time we go fishing, I don't know. Maybe Lake Billy. You know. Shoot, I'd even be tempted to go do it sturgeon fishing. Even that would be fun. Going out and trying to catch a sturgeon. That would be fun. I think next weekend though I'll go maybe to Haystack and then try and figure out what the weather's gonna be like on one of these weekends and go try and catch a sturgeon for you guys. Do that during a live stream. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? You guys would like a live stream sturgeon fishing video, wouldn't you? I hope so. I think that would be fun. Doing a live stream sturgeon video. Yeah, kokanee. Yeah, that's usually what I'm fishing for in Lake Billy is kokanee and dolly varden. Kokanee and dollies is usually what I'm fishing for when I'm fishing at Lake Billy. And I'm usually on my kayak when I'm fishing at Lake Billy. So the wind's got to be idealistic. Not really, because I got the kayak meant for rough conditions. But still, it makes me feel better when I'm not having to fight the wind, you know. So yeah, that could be fun too. Only thing is I need to get one of those. I need to get a better system for my phone on my kayak. That way I don't lose. If I roll my kayak again, which I did last year, I rolled my kayak in Lake Billy and lost some gear in the bottom of Lake Billy too because I rolled my kayak. Luckily, I didn't lose my phone or my GoPros and stuff like that. The thing about kayaks is most of them, you won't flip them. Most of the time, you won't roll them. But I did find out that in a kayak, if you lean too far to one side, you very well can roll it. That's one thing I definitely found out about a kayak is you can definitely roll it. Well, you guys should. I want y'all to comment in here about the sturgeon fishing. You know, I really would like to know if you guys would like to see a live stream sturgeon video from the Columbia River. Now I know other people do that, but it would be the first time I've live streamed from it. I've shot in several videos on the Columbia River fishing for sturgeon, and I made one shad video, one smallmouth bass video from over there. Um, I attempted to make a salmon fishing video over there. I attempted to make a salmon fishing video, but they had all the dams wide open. So basically, what it was doing was acting like a back eddy, and so for whatever reason, we couldn't get the salmon to bite. So I went and got some sturgeon bait and started catching some sturgeon instead of catching salmon. So that's why the one title is called Salmon Fishing or Not. Maybe not. Because we landed up catching sturgeon instead of salmon that day. But yeah, I think that's a video then. That's a live stream video. Sturgeon fishing then. I got two people that sounds interested in it. So yeah. Yeah, it's been super short for the last few years. I don't want to. I don't really want to kill the fish. You know, I really just want to catch them because they're beautiful fish, and why not enjoy seeing one of God's most precious creatures, beautiful creatures He's ever created? You know, why not? You know, that makes me happy to see fish like the sturgeon, and people complain about how ugly they are. They're not ugly. It's like the carp. They're not ugly. People complain about how ugly they are, but to me, they're not ugly. So to me, they're just another beautiful fish, you know. So yeah, it sounds like we'll have to pick out a time and figure out what the weather like is going to be like over there, and pick a Saturday and go spend a day fishing for sturgeon with you guys. Do a live stream and everything. That yeah. Yep. It's official. We're gonna do that. I just don't know when exactly. We're gonna do it though, all right? Um Once the river opens back up in April, though, I'll be able to live stream a little more. Well, a lot more, and not so much do so many videos, but do more live streaming. You know, because I'll do a lot more fly fishing in the spring on the river than I do this time during the steelhead season. So I think next weekend, though, I'm probably headed over to Haystack again next Saturday. And then after that, we'll figure out a good day for me to go catch a sturgeon, and hopefully the weather's not going to be too bad. Yeah, there's some big ones up there, that's for sure. The biggest sturgeon I've hooked into is a 12 and a half foot sturgeon. That's a beautiful fish, though. 3 hours and 15 minutes fighting that from the bank. That's a long battle, for sure. Well, y'all, I'm not going to take up too much more of your time today, being that the fishing's pretty slow. We've had a couple, I don't know, I guess we can call them bites. The one bite for sure that I had that took part of my worm, I didn't see the float bounce, the line get tight or nothing. All I seen was a fish up by the float. So, but I think we're gonna probably call it out about an hour of a live stream, and maybe go get warmed up and head over to the other side of the reservoir and go see if we can't catch a fish over that way. Yeah, sure enjoy doing this with you guys, though. It makes the day, worthwhile and stuff. Being able to share it with you guys. So if we don't get a bite within the next 2 minutes, we're definitely going to be calling it. Yeah, we'll definitely see you next Saturday on another live stream. If I get to fish earlier in the week, though, I'll try and live stream. Sometimes I get to fish in the week, sometimes I don't. So did I get him? Did I get him? Maybe it's just some. No, it's not a fish. Something was up. I knew it. Landed up not being a fish. Just landed up being a limb cod. Darn it. Easy release. Easy release. I knew something was up because my float was acting strange. I landed up catching a limb cod. So, y'all, it's about that time to call it for today. I appreciate you guys joining me and sticking with me for as long as you guys did. If we catch anything, we'll put out a video. If not, we'll keep on fishing. So, till next time, remember to catch, kiss, and release a fish once in a while. It ensures a future fishery for all. And until next time, this is Gman Fishing. And hey, you guys, enjoy life. Share it with others. And be good. We out.